I didn't love Giant X's bind. They played against Shilai, and they won there, but they played this solo initiator Gecko comp that to me feels a little limited. I think if you were to pair that with something like the Yoru or even a second initiator that opens up the possibility of flash combos, I think it gets a little better. But yeah, I feel like the synergy is a little weird between solo Gecko and the Deadlock, but they're back to it again. It worked last time. You know, I'm critiquing it a bit, but they still find a lot of value out of it, and I think especially I like what they're doing with the Deadlock as Heretics. They're a little DRX coded here.
Yes, absolutely. Something that's been very strong. They tried their own Mosquito. Why not? Would definitely not be playing on the Fade. Rian's moves back, one of the best initiators in the world. This fits them so well.
The key to success was the double duelists on map 1. Heretics now back to it on map 3, playing this composition, which has already proven to be quite strong on this map. And, you know, this is the map where DRX beat G2, playing with similar ideas. It's proven. It's good. And Giant X, despite that dominant win, this is a big task.
All right, folks, it's map 3, and the question on everyone's mind is whether or not Giant X can do the thing they've struggled to do, defeat Heretics, or does Heretics find that next level to take themselves in the round? Let's send it back over to Brennan Sideshow.
And what's been a lopsided affair between these two teams as well, both of them getting back into form, dominating maps on either side to drag us here, the staging ground of Bind. And Heretics coming out with some twists and changes. The last time they played on Bind, week 4 of EMEA, and I love this theory. The question is, can I put it into practice? But the double duelist, this waylay into the Yoru, it's fantastic at baiting out these trap plays, and that is the bread and butter of Giant X.
I think it all comes down to execution, though. We saw Team Liquid try to pick up the waylay against DRX, and it didn't look like they'd put in enough time.
Bit less thought out here. The setup is ready to pounce. You can see Giant X, they got heavy over towards A short, ready off of the contact from that sensor. There it is, Refractor pull back and away, and Flickr still holds it down. Doesn't matter that he's hindered. He's got his aim set tightly onto it. Anticipation of that punish over towards that TP. There's bullets are raining down. Minibu, there's no way he's making out of this man like a magician, but not quite. The rabbit's gone, done and dusted.
Double fight back into Hookah, pressure on Ara.
Looking to take a fight now forwards as well, but Ara was ready for it.
And Woot didn't go with Benji.
Well trained as well with a crosshair. Woot disjointed. Looking left to right here, him and Boo. In completely different zip codes. I'm going to be sending that one forwards with the wingman, who's forced to reveal his hand. Breaks it nice and early, does claim the kill. Boo from the top there, but doesn't win it out. Ara has his name and his number. Pissed around the Giants early on.
Well played by Giants. You see that they go for full short control into a sand crunch. But the hero is Flickless. He's hit by that classic combo of the waylay going in, dashing in, throwing down the saturate, and then a second player comes in to try to kill the hindered Flickless.
Coming, guys. Trust me.
And he just hits the shot anyway. Ara Flickless instantly online in the pistol round. That's how Giants are going to win this one if it happens. I also don't really think that we can tell just yet whether Heretics look clean with the execution, because, you know, Minibu did his job. Rian's just got hit by a blinder.
Gearing up now. I see a shorty in your hands. A super dash charged here. Double dash towards that lamps area. And oh my goodness. No backup. No backing out. Still there's fights to be taken and kills to be claimed across the board here. Heretics are making the most of it. Slipping past all of these smokes. Backside control is theirs, but that Showers is going to be reasserted. Rubino could be in a spot above it though. Might be taking a fight that he didn't want to on that timing, yet with the damage done, my god. Wrangles control of the Bulldog. He's able to dish it straight back at them. Controlled by Giants. Could have got really deadly, could have get really dangerous. But every single aspect of that handled towards the end.
This was essentially the exact same round as the previous one, just over towards A. You've got the same dash in, throw the saturate, second player comes through. It's just this time it actually worked for Heretics. And Giants' response is to go for a TP crunch, but towards Showers instead of sand. So Giants going for the exact same defensive ideas, Heretics with the same attacking ideas. Slightly more successful for Heretics to open, but then they just had pistols, so they couldn't close it out. I'm waiting to see if we've got more depth from both of these squads as well. Ara might be able to play, if they smoke the bottom of B, he might be able to play here for this ult orb. And it looks like Heretics are going to try to contest him. a stim beacon or a dash, and Ara might be
Yeah.
punished for picking this up.
Towards the deep horns, Giants are waiting.
He doesn't go for it.
No, Cloud and Ara. Side off angle, that is a hell of a way to take that fight. Leaping into the fray. The Giants are the ones who are claiming the lives of these Heretics players. On a round where they have fully invested, a bonus conversion will be dire indeed. Grabinho still holding it down, but then that weapon differential does play a part. Benji dismisses him, wave of a hand and a couple of bullets to do it.
Should have probably been favored in that
TP,
situation.
what the hell is that?
There's another crunch.
West side's trying to make a go for it, but where's that gun gone?
gun?
Hold on,
Your gun?
tossed it away!
You've just thrown your gun away, man!
He thought the rival was in a very different place. Uh-oh.
Well, that is going to haunt them.
God.
Heretics now in a 2v2. There was prior damage done to Boo and an ult claimed from Ara, but Ara's miles away from this. If Flickless goes down,
Oh, boy.
and he only has a Sheriff, though one body shot would kill Boo, it's going to put Ara in a difficult spot.
Flickless scared of being timinged.
It's just all about pace here.
Yeah.
If Flickless can slow them down at all, it's
Onto
so
the line.
helpful.
What? A shot.
He goes
Boo.
down a bit early.
Yeah, and he was the player in real danger, as you already said. One shot to the body would have done him in. Ara's forwards, though. Double Satchel has a showstopper, and let's go. He wants to send it. Trying to take the fight to them, and scuttering and scurrying away. Team Heretics not eager to try and fight into it.
But they have to end A. There's
Yep.
15 seconds.
No time. Nade at your feet as well. This is going to be completely blockading you out of the fight. Ara could just really be spelling spoiler. Spelling out defeat. 2 onto this round. 6 bullets left, and it's covered by Rians. Over the shoulder. Could have been real damn deadly.
Well, I think that was Giants' round to lose. They had all of the control of what was going on. Grabinho should have even been favored in that spot. Crunch comes through. It is mad that he doesn't run over the rifle there. I'm watching it in the replay. It does really look like the rifle should be at his feet. But a critical error put Giants in a rough spot, and they even used the showstopper, trying to win the round off the clock. Ara on top of this box, watching towards short, hoping to pick up a freebie onto Benji Fishy.
Another skirmish over towards Showers, perhaps. They try and set it up.
They might be able to run a crunch onto Woot.
Woot.
He's always got that gate crash to escape, though.
Thinking about it, at least with the flash, but it won't give away his position. Just take a sit in the smoke. Take up residency. Baiting. Shots fired from the left side to try and pull Woot out into the open so he doesn't clear that one corner. He will have the gate crash and he will respect most of that presence.
Doesn't make a sound cue for Giants, but I think they've understood based on context that he has disappeared, and this is going to start going over towards B. Cloud starting to rotate already. Giant X are going to have a stronger sight here. And the wall as well. Really good timing on that from West side. He's still got a grab net in the back pocket too. This should be tough for Heretics.
And in the angle to chip away at it. Brick by brick, the wall will eventually fall. Another sensor down towards that hookah angle. Could be the trigger for a play for Giants here. Waiting again. Utils on their hands. Grab net, snake bite, molly, all being overlapped. I mean, Giants have used almost all of their biggest tools for this one, but now the kills are yet to be claimed. Immediate retract back, and Westside still holding his ground. The line drawn down. Giant X so damn hungry for these kills. What a conversion. Flawless. Everyone surviving.
Giants, they had the read on where that was headed. They had the players in position. They knew exactly what was coming through.
A bit worried when they used all that util at the same time, but didn't matter much.
Is that a blind there that lands onto Miniboo on the entrance? He didn't like what he looked. Immediately hit the refract. But I think he actually dashed into a position where he might have been able to stay there. I'm not really liking the macro from Heretics.
We were talking about it. Listen, the comp in theory, very good at triggering these trap plays, the sensors, and pulling back to safety. But in terms of practice...
Well, also, they're waiting too long in the round. Gets towards the end of the round, and they still haven't dealt with the wall, grav net, nades, all sorts of stuff.
Bite.
They need to be putting at least a little bit of pressure on early.
For sure.
Now, Giants are also doing a good job of not contesting spots where they can get hard punished by this kind of stuff. We've seen DRX play this comp, and on their attack side, it looks really difficult to hold on to garden control, for example. So Giants constantly are going to be lacking a little bit of info towards B. You see here how passive Grabinho and Ara are on their defense, but also Miniboo using Utila very early, very early.
Nothing else to really clear that potential angle. Benji squaring up, looking to, again, maybe few stray shots, backs himself out. Smokes a drop down though. With it, might signal that that's an attempt at a play. Heretics could get stunted. Hinder's in a perfect place though. That's going to be a catch onto the back line. Can they overwhelm and swarm? It's up to the defensive Ara. Rifle in hand, waving it away. Sheriff in the hands of Miniboo, making short work of the opposition. Mosh not timed well enough. That plant will be going down with no problems whatsoever. And now, rejuvenation there of these smokes, blooming and blossoming in their faces. It's going to be tough to chew through this if you are Giants.
Westside may have a freebie. If he grabs it, then he has annihilation.
Snake bite. Miniboo pushed. Again forwards into this angle, but my God, man, just squaring up, eager as anything to assert himself in a round like this. It's 3 kills to his name already, 21 health. You wouldn't think it with how brave he's been booing. Cloud does at least do him in, but in a 1v2 with time ticking away, not looking doable, not looking possible. Might be able to claim the life of Rians, but he realizes it at this point. Has to scurry back, Team Heretics. Undoing the damage on a weaker buy for themselves as well. That's good signs of life from them.
It is. Mastercard 50 posted up, and I prefer the position of the Saturate here, rather than going for the double dash in and then the refract, throwing it just as part of a normal exec, and Miniboo pushes up on top and actually gets a body involved in the fight. Giant X weren't offered any of those freebies that I was talking about. Westside just couldn't catch a glimpse of anyone in their position on site. Giant X love controlling short like this because it lets them do sand crunches. And Cloud would be able to ult here as well.
This could get so scrappy. Like you said, the ult's in play on either side. Dimensional Drift is going to be used to try and clear most of this way. Ara backpedaling. Convergent Pass going to be used to try and really lock this one all the way up. Making that retreat. This is so damn rapid. Heretics making the most of this one now. Speed boosted all the way up. This is a fight to be taken, but my God, the carnage on either side evens out for these squads. Players in potential position. That's an annihilation and wraps up one of the bodies. Players broken out in time, but again, these bullets are still going to be raining down as Flickless finally reveals his hands off onto that flank. Pays off for them into the 2v2. Boo, weak as anything, and it's relentless. It's non-stop here, spotting it. Both the players, signs of life, trying to scurry and rotate, but again through the box. Boo was weak as anything, and he might have just found that timing. Benji, oh my, this might cook them.
Yeah, but he has to make a sound as he drops out of heaven. Needs a free kill onto Westside, and Westside is thinking about it.
Pull players away. It's giving Benji that 1v1. But he's going to have to make that sound to drop down. Was that hurt? It looks like it. Now the plant, west side, creeping in from the side, looking to see if he can claim that life. And Benji finished off. Another round added to the total and the tally. Giant X still maintaining control.
Big, chaotic round there, finishing over towards A. Credit to Flickless for recognizing that and immediately pushing out of the B site and wrapping around behind. He got big value here. Cuts down Miniboo.
Bro, I hit my ulti, Anchik.
Sound sensor up.
And Cloud and Flickless still with ults to play. Heretics on a bad buy. So far, the ideas have not been overwhelming. I think Giants' comp is better on defense.
Miniboo looking to beat the timing here off the back of that flash, but again, no avail. No one blinded up. With the Outlaw in hand, Ara mightily confident to just really lock down this avenue. Spotting out just the elbow once more, and he's looking for it, but he will respect it with that Prowler just breaking it and backing out and away.
Boaster was saying that one of the best ways of playing against this Wayla Yoru comp is to fight them before they get into spots to run their executes.
Use that util.
Yeah. Force the util out early, disrupt them, take the engagements, stop yourself getting overwhelmed.
Different turn of events. This time it's going to be Grubinio who's going to be catching these players, and he sees it. Too many bodies to really count, and he doesn't want to get overwhelmed. Rolling retreat from him. Backs up and away, and that's going to be a thrash used to try and clear most of the way. That is broken in time. Could have been deadly stuff. Still that Mosh. Listen, they're not done yet, and not dead yet, surely. Giant X, they are absolutely overwhelming them now. How do you withstand this kind of pressure? Plenty more util that came from Giant X. Very good from them. Always willing to absorb the pressure.
They've lost
back. They have lost Boo in
They've
spawn.
lost Boo. There is a
There's
chance
no
here
way.
that he gets a backstab on Flickless
I mean,
and picks up a gun.
if he hits it.
Flickless is starting to think about it now.
Sound cue? Yeah, okay. Called out.
Yeah. Good info fed there from the A players over towards Flickless. This has been a game of extraordinarily one-sided maps.
Yeah, it has.
A 13-4 into a 13-3. And if it follows like this, it looks like it's going to be Giants running away with things. I do think that their composition is slightly better on the defense side. You have two characters that are phenomenal there, the Viper and the Deadlock. You've also, on your attack, only got the Gecko flash to be able to take any space with. So I think this comp struggles a little once the sides are swapped.
Yeah.
But it might just be the case that Heretics are down and out by that point because they had no opportunity to get back into Lotus.
They have to drag it all the way here because you do not want this to be the final chapter of your year for Heretics. They want to reach the same heights they were able to get last year, but for now they're staring down the barrel of defeat, and it will mean elimination if they lose this map. There are no more second chances at this stage, and a bitter, disappointing end. 8th place finish. No one's ever happy with that, and no one ever remembers the teams that do land their position there.
No, going out instantly in playoffs was not on the cards for Heretics. Then again, they did bomb out almost immediately, no, literally immediately, I should say, in Toronto. So, and in the EMEA playoffs, I mean, they have been an extremely coin-flippy team. Undefeated in EMEA groups, 0 wins in EMEA playoffs. They are a weird squad. And this has been a weird match.
It has.
Super flip-floppy.
Checking the situation.
It'd be nice
Look
to see
at the
both
score
teams
lines.
putting things together here on Bind, but it would rely on Heretics finding their opportunities in rounds like this when their economy's on the line.
Yeah, this is the critical round. Has to be the turnaround for Team Heretics. Pure disrespect again. Showers control, a top priority for Giant X. Viper's Pit is going to be covering most of the way over towards B. Players gearing up now to get ready for the exit. Mini boot, double dash into that smoke, horns up towards the top. That's a good transfer to spray. Bullets raining down. They heard the placement. Refract coming in handy there. Wall up and over, tossing that frisbee. Gravino going for a bit of a reclearance. Benji can't hold his own. A spot like that wasn't expected to take that fight. Nightfall now going to be committed on top. His ultimates have to be expended. His Heretics will have to win this one out. The plant not denied. No push back onto us. So will be that extension. With a kill claimed, Woot's done enough damage.
Boo scrambling backwards, looking to try to play towards his ult and a molly.
Hello. Wall propped up in your face, though, is going to make this one even more awkward. And that Gecko flash just dissipates right at the wrong time. At that one, there needs to be players fighting forwards. What a play! Heretics take it off the back of timing, and they take it all together. Leaves it down to Flickless now, and it's a 1v3. It was a 1v4. Has to ISO these fights, and Woot is locked in. Prime position. Rifle well trained.
Talked about the fact that Team Heretics needed to be able to win a round like that. The manner in which they win it, though, just super decisive, all pushing through the Cosmic Divide
No
at once.
hesitation.
Nah, Giants were not expecting to be pushed by 3 players at the same time like that. Giants, though, still the team that's more in control here. Showstopper available for them on the defense side, and they've gone back to this defensive setup that we've seen from them so many times. Looking to maintain early short control and then crunch sand if needed.
Hello,
Oh, no, they're
Showstopper. Well, I mean, listen, it's full on. Heavy-handed, Benji just stands his ground. He's going to be punished for it.
He's getting bullied.
Turn to the mincemeat and mark it. I see that dash forwards again. This is an instant reaction to Heretics. They see all of that presence. Benji, of course, calling this one out, so they get open access now to that B side. Will be the plant down. No pushback.
3 smokes used by Boo, 1 to cut off Hookah. Riens, his job to cover long.
It's an off angle. It's going to be tested off his contact again. That is going to be the orbital strike primed and now let loose and ready. Denies any chance of follow-up. Stars drop down. Grabinho, though, is going to be spotted again with that tail end of the Prowler. West side, looking down control, out towards Hooker. He's hoping and aiming for a couple more fights. It's going to be a wall place down all the way. Now starting to trail their way, scaling into this side. It's coming from every single avenue. Multiple fronts, and the fight's just not going their way. Woot is just flipped on the side. He can't really even get a handle on that. No sightline, would have had to batter his way through. The Giants were in complete control of the site.
Instant response coming out there from Giant X. Really fast, really aggressive. Bullying Benji Fishy right off. He's 2 and 8. Don't like the way that Boo used his ultimate either down towards B long. The Giant X controlled essentially every avenue of the map, apart from elbow. Very decisive and very disappointing there for the Heretics coaching staff. They're back onto another eco. Just when they thought they had a toehold in the map, Giant X rip it away with some of their classic defensive aggression.
I mean, this is getting more than dicey at this point. For Heretics, it's everything. Your year, your season culminating. Potentially a flattening. Now eventually broken. Rubinho going to be backing himself out. It's a double dash forwards again, and that smokes to cut up most of the site. Trying to really dominate this position, but that is a great hint. And a follow-up is there. Even with the close quarter weaponry, Team Heretics really trying to force the issue. Aaron needs to be pushed back and away, and a lovely fight to be taken by Rians.
Very decisive, immediately going and clearing that.
Grabnet will connect. Has to be pulled back and out. This plan is not actually down yet. Flickless. It's behind them. Hold on. Found it. And the timing to be taken. But it will go down regardless here. Round win for Heretics. It's all he needed, as we were saying.
Maybe realizing that they just need to up the tempo in spots like this.
Yeah.
Saturate does catch onto Cloud, as you mentioned, really nice. Going for the double smokes and punishing the Giant X players who decided to swing out to fight front side. But it's this push, I think, that really decides things for them. Making sure that they have a lot more space, dealing with potential backstab threats, getting themselves back in with an opportunity here to level things out at the half. This round, Woot can turn up the tempo again with his ult.
Who's next?
Bringing it together now. Dimensional Drift is going to be used nice and early. Spots out of position of Rubinho. Forwards, but did he account for this one? That's going to be a great flash up and over towards the top, but it dissipates just in time. And as well as that, I mean, the wraparound is dealt with. Woot is still posturing, trying to take these fights. Puff up the feathers. Rubinho, though, slight off angle, really trying to reinsert himself. The Prowler did miss. Team Heretics not interested, though, in re-clearing that space, looking over towards Market, knowing that that space could be contested.
Yeah, Heretics are trying to slow the map down, but they don't have any info on the other side of the map. On West side, they've been going for these kind of pushes.
Uh-oh. He's got a rifle. Players looking in the wrong place, though! Over towards Cave, not expecting it. The Giants can do no wrong!
That is such a sick round from Giant X. They've been taking liberties against Team Heretics comp. No Sentinel available for Heretics, really. And so, no info on the flank pushes. If you slow down a round like this, you've got to be ready for it. Minibu not hitting the refract in that situation, but it's West side finding the timing, threading the needle. And yeah, exactly. Just as Heretics are thinking about the cave push. Giants are out here playing their game again. Something that they couldn't do at all against NRG, couldn't do in the first map on Ascent. But they're stamping their trademark style on Bind.
Putting their foot down. Sensor triggered. Grabnet's going to be used in response to that. And look at that TP. He give it a fight now. Ara has no get out of the jail card here. He's hard committed. Will need his team to back him up so he can fight his way out. But Team Heretics want nothing to do with it.
How many times have we seen them go for TP crunches like this?
Yeah, straight off the sensor.
Heretics are still getting caught. Both of their duelists can escape, and yet they're getting punished hard.
Annihilation. That's off the sound cues and a bit of B. No, I mean, listen, the util being used. This Annihilation, though, might be able to find something potential with a rebound, though. Minibu was safe, tucked, and now playing as a bit of an insert. Waldo blocking off one of the avenues that he was hoping to take, looking to try and break this and draw a lot of attention towards him.
Yeah, this is going to keep 3 players over towards A and offer Boo a chance to exec B.
Grouping up. Eyes on the prize here for Team Heretics, looking towards that B site with the TP. That's going to signal most of this. Smokes drop down in his face. Grabinho does deal with a horn, still really trying to see if he can take these fights. Sidewinding, Benji's there. And it's Naz with that trade equalized, and Boo over the shoulder has it all in his hands. Pit now, billows out. An opportunity potentially to make a play in with the grab there held. It's all that 3v3, but you're going to try and take this one into the pit. So many layers to deal with. How do you peel them back? Giants looking to get lucky. Stray shots, sending in the bullets.
It's all about the spam, isn't it?
Looking for the lucky connection again. That is a snake bite into the corner. Anticipating that spot. Molly, though, up and over. Denying critical seconds. Benji's there still, but dropped down to 1 HP. Barely alive as anything. Will have to play his way out and back. Hit's still there off to the side. What a shot by Benji. The Team Heretics really make themselves proud of that one. A 7-5 finish here. This first half of Bind.
I'm telling you, it did not feel like a 7-5. Heretics, I think, have done an extremely good job at making that respectable, because Giants felt like they were in control here to start by.
Absolutely. It's elimination all on the line. Let's find out just which way this series is going to go. And this was the fighter we wanted here, as it all comes down to Bind. 7-5 for this first half, and a close series of affair. A bit of bite back as well from either side. It's a close game between them because it's everything, essentially. It's your entire year culminating into this. For either side, you do not want to be the team that loses. Giants, chance to prove that they're not just going to falter when they come up against difficulties in this bracket on the biggest stage of the year.
Yeah, players like Flickless, who are fairly new actually to the big stage, getting to play at Champs, being here in playoffs, putting together decent performances in this half, really strong shooting coming out from him in the last map and a half here. You can see it in the Coinbase Econ report. Doing a lot of damage over there to Miniboo too, which was vitally important to shutting down the Heretics double duelist attack side. And yet Heretics found moments to be able to shoot back. Yeah. One of these storylines is going to end here in this half of Bind. Either an unexpected team on an incredible run crashing out, or Heretics, a team with all of the expectations crumbling under the weight and the pressure.
Looking to overcome just this first obstacle as well, so that they can get back in that top form where they were attending the grand finals of back-to-back events of the previous years. It's all on the line here as we get into it now for round 13.
Oh, man.
Just off the sound cues, the grab that was perfect, and Benji deletes Sarah. To bullet to the dome now, and an instant response with that TP, a flood in from Heretics. They're not messing around, eager to really draw out that blood, and bodies toppled. Man will go down here just from that wingman, but again, it's Cloud and Grabinho against the world. Heretics, they're going straight for the jugular here for our opener. Round 13 is theirs, a pistol round to get things nice and even.
Bren, you're right that Gravnet was perfect. For Heretics, it's Westside's
Oh
Gravnet.
my God.
Westside caught Ara in the Gravnet of his own team.
Yeah, okay.
And then Benji Fishy anticipates where it is. I don't know how the Gravnet's gone so badly there. It's supposed to be aimed towards Lamps.
That's my mistake.
But
I see a grab net, I see a shot off of it. I'm like, wow, that was all planned.
no, exactly.
Clearly.
I mean, it looks perfectly coordinated,
yeah.
but it's a massive mistake. Giant X having a nightmare moment to open up the most important half that they will play all year. And that has opened the door for Heretics to start something snowballing.
Getting a run on. No players being caught this time, though. This is 4 players, pack mentality. Giant X now looking to get the ball rolling and really get moving. That's a satchel out, but again, that is hot and heavy with the molly at your feet as well. There's a lot of damage done, and with the classics, they're still finding a way to bail themselves out. Miniboo, though, dishing it out off from the side. He's only got that stinger, but still making good usage of it. Dominating that Lamps control. Saturate, rebounds off to the side, looking to re-clear and gain a bit of that space with the plant downtime ticking. Heretics trying to get themselves more involved, insert themselves into the conversation, and this time the shot's landing. Damage done to Flickless and Grabinho. Yeah, and listen, anything's going to be bringing them down at this point. You've got to respect that snakebite, slight gap, but again, they know what these players are ISO'd. Now that the fuse pull will disrupt it for a moment, but Grabinho surely not long for this world. Can't withstand his own, not with his health in a state like that.
Cloud was the only player with any health up, and somehow Miniboo deleted him with a stinger from long range. He had full HP, but he went down in seconds. So despite the player advantage, unfortunately here, the overall health and the guns that Heretics were working with ends up making the difference, but they still managed to inflict some level of economy pressure. So Heretics are not coming into this bonus with the best weaponry they possibly could. Giant X need a response now, though. 7-7, the map tied up. They were in control of the first half, and now suddenly they're not.
Heretics eager to stamp down. Prove that they've got that dog in them. We're going to see it sidestepped, at least with the C's. Snakebite even being committed. Heretics are looking to overfight into this one, but the flashes go both ways. That's a grab there and a stun if I've ever seen one, and these players are ripe for the taking. Their lives tossed away to the side. Westside is the one to deliver that one, scythe in hand. A wonderful opener.
There are 2 Buckies behind this smoke, so there are still chances for this to go wrong for Giant X. And Miniboo pushed up very deep with the Vandal on the other side of the map. So So if you do make the pivot over towards A, it's not like he has a huge amount of util, but the saturate's great to avoid being traded. And it's one hell of an off angle against a team that doesn't have prowlers, doesn't have a drone to work with.
That's the rifle.
There's danger here.
Anticipating the peak. And here it is, walking all the way up, spoiled by the barrel, hinder down. Does he want to go for it? Lay claim to the life. Yes, he does. Takes his one and gets out. Not too greedy from Miniboo. Now he can be that thorn in their sides. The reposition over towards Showers. Plan going down. No one defending that one. So that's going to be dropped down, but it does reveal his position. TP. Showers locked down, but a sensor down.
And Rien's picked up a rifle.
Could still be damaging here. Heretics looking to take this one close, shoulder to shoulder, ensuring that nothing slips, but they split up for but a moment. Timing to be taken. Smoke propped up, bit of spam. Might as well be a wall for all it's good now. Team Heretics finding it really difficult to try and get their way through this one. West side, 2 HP, not a problem. Still with that dismissal. Cloud swinging wide. That's a heavy lick dealt to these Team Heretics players.
The stuns made such a difference in this round for Giant X. Gravinet and a stun for the first 2K that you're going to see here from West side. And then Sonic Sensor providing a stun towards the end too. Boo's flanking there with a Bucky and a pistol, but I was worried that West side was going to topple because he only had 2 health. Now Giant X are going to be happy they got around on the board and they still have the lead on Bind, but their money is not in a great place. 3 light armors, a chance to be broken, Woot with an op.
Mosh up overhead. Util throwing forwards as well to feel like they're taking that B-long control, but Giant X have different ideas.
Well, Woot can see it.
Yeah,
Woot
he's got
knows
all
it's not
control
real.
of B-long. Thrash now over towards it. Bodies are going to be coming late to the party here. Maybe with a Stimmy to try and help them out, but with the vulnerable applied. Hold on, that's a saturate. And guess what? Ara is straight up floating into the air. The fight to be taken. West side. Oh my, this guy. God damn. Had to be the savior there.
Yeah, he has, hasn't he?
Spike denied at least with a plan. That was just from that molly. Dropped down, but a 3v5 to work with. Heretics. They trickled back in. The pause played by these Giants players. Tap again, looking for the next response and reaction, and swinging from the wide. Yes, Grabinio's there. West side to join him. They combine their might. They get control and that plant back down. Boo. Not much to do in a spot like that. West side's not finished if you don't. Drags him right back. Claims his life. Flawless here for Giant X.
What a huge punish in this round from West side. As the hinder, as the saturate goes out, Benji tries to run in and finish off the Ara, who got caught by it. And then Miniboo decides to ult, and they're both just in horrible positions that West side punishes. A little bit maybe of the inexperience with this composition, really catching Heretics in moments like this, where they try to overreach. And now they're the ones with the economic damage.
Getting a flash, hello. These are shots ringing out. You're making a Sheriff sing, Heretics.
This is not the round where they're supposed to be pulling out value like that.
No, definitely not. Mosh pit now forwards again. Pull back there with a refract. Heretics might have just got the right answer.
Without a concealment.
Not happy with the state of affairs. Giants leading by the 2.
Both of these teams finding value whenever they played for aggressive short control. Benji's got a jiggle peek and spots somebody out.
Rene hears it though.
Oh,
Plenty of footsteps.
It's going to play this lurk right in, but the plant's already going down on B.
Down on B.
Spike planted.
It's going to be late arriving here. A little bit of that elbow control. Snakebite can be sidestepped.
All about the Grabinio timing.
Backstab, insurance policy here. Giants are just going to try and hold them off for long enough. Can he get active? That's a jump up. And here it is. Activated indeed. Grabinio deletes 2 of them off the map. And looking to again apply that pressure just from the side. It's a scurry forwards. Heretics realize it. They're being approached from every direction. Body block. Let's see how precise this one is. It's happened to defuse. Boo! 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 Oh!
That is a monstrous outplay. Absolutely perfect, and Benji Fishy deserves the credit for that too. The 2 of them combined together to stop Grabinio from being able to exercise a denial on the defuse. We've seen it before. It's actually quite difficult to pull off. Immaculate stuff for Heretics. They can't quite believe they've done that.
That's unbelievable.
A Red Bull clutch, a Thrifty on top.
Now trailing by just the 1 round. Could be aggro again, though, as we're looking at it. Mini Boo potentially squaring up for it. That's a Stimmy drop down. He wants to get active into the fight. The refract, though, we'll respect that. Didn't want to overextend.
No, only going for a single bullet there, Mini Boo. Realized that his crosshair placement wasn't perfect. Instantly got out, but they're looking to try to take the fight before Westside can get in position with his annihilation. And now, Cloud calling for the group up. Giant X going to look to try to go down short. Does offer them good opportunities to make use of this deadlock ultimate.
Yeah, A looks so damn weak from Heretics' perspective, especially with that Cosmic Divide, Annihilation. This is going to be paving the way to a bit of success now. Snakebite, though, drop down, and rebound with the Annihilation will find Nort. Still to plant. We'll be able to go down here in safety, Giants. Okay, Grabinho, he's got to try and contest with this one. This time, though, Benji knows the tricks of it. He was caught in that position just before on that previous half. Now he's in a Nightfall, hard committed. Clears the way most of the way to the middle section of the site. It's going to be driving a wedge into these Giant X players. Looking to hold this one back, but a dimensional drift with that cherry on top. Constant information. Gathered up here for Heretics. Sound cues cut away. How do you deny this? Again, this is an approach from Heretics. Bodies onto it. Boo to defuse. Snakebite to try and push him back first and first most. The molly at their feet. Woot's gone down to friendly fire, and he's force sticked it again.
Boo! He tanks the Snakebite and wins the round back to back. The ways in which Heretics are coming away with the victory in these couple are going to be so tilting for Giant X. What a flash up and over the top. Pressure onto Ara.
Work.
That is really nice. But I also, yeah, credit to Benji in that spot. You mentioned it. He died in that position before. Grab netted, snake-bited up.
The nerve to hold it down in a spot like that has drawn Heretics level. It might be the Heretics, but that was looking like divine intervention, and now fast play forwards. Now Horn not dealt with. Mini Boo attempts to transfer, but he claims the 1 kill. Molly defeat, bloody hell.
Just gets out, and those kind of haunts always get big value.
A lot of damage done. Re-exploration. Heretics never content with just the space that they have. It's a double hold here that Flickless is not going to be ready for, but he does spot it out. It's just a barrel poking out. Spoils it for him, and he still wins a fight out. This is ISO fight. Sees his
seize!
And he almost strike by God!
He even gets a kill of Mini Boo in the midst of it all.
God almighty! Boo doesn't care, friend or foe, brother or not. You're made for the blender with a play like that. But as long as it gets them the round win, that's the only thing they care about. Flickless has got it all to do in that 1v2.
They've actually given him so much respect here when he has the pit. This could be an enormous error for Heretics. They're in a 2v1. Spike down.
And she has a judge.
If Flickless is able to get the plant and have enough space to go for a pit,
30
there are
seconds left.
absolutely chances that he can win this.
It's essentially a full clearance. Plant down. No players in sight. Boo wants to play this one patiently, waiting for the backup. Veggiefisher going to be returning to join him. No pit committed. Uncertainty now, but the shots are rattled off, and Flickless has got a bit of awareness for it. Needs to be clean here from Heretics. Stimmy, Benji putting his life on the line, and Boo! God! Snaps back magnetic aim, and Flickless is no more.
What a hero Boo has been in the last 3 rounds for Heretics. Sticking defuses, giving his life, sacrificing his brother, and then hitting an insane flick towards the end. These are some monstrous rounds that Heretics have put together back to back to back.
And now,
on a knife's edge,
in that driving seat, they've had their backs against the wall, trailing by 1 or 2 rounds most of this map. With elimination on the line, they have locked in. Not looking to put an end to their chapter this portion of the year.
but it only takes 1 round for Giant X to start putting the pressure back on in the other direction. Heretics' money is not good. All of these rounds have been so close.
Thrash here. Snakebite.
Backing it up.
Yeah.
They need this Thrash to get space so that they can get into the site itself.
Judge.
Yeah, you're not really getting past Benji there, are you?
Dangerous weapon at the worst of times in that spot. Hookah control.
So Cloud calling potentially here for his team to go and take some space over towards B long, back through the teleporter and end A with the second part of the Thrash.
Oh, what's that? Straight spam, smoke drop down. Boo is confident here, and the Thrash is going to be following him shortly. This is all fake pressure, meant to pull players away.
Well, they actually might want to end B right now, yeah.
Double detainment. Minibudo still holding it down. This is an off angle. He bides his time perfectly. Strikes where it hurts the most. With Ara spotted onto that high ground purge. Surely not long for the world. 3 kills for Miniboo. Heretics are lighting them up.
A flawless round there as Heretics squeeze into a 2-round lead.
Enemy down.
Boo once again finding a freebie. And Miniboo on an off angle that they just don't check. We had an opening map that Giants were not part of. A follow-up map where Heretics disappeared entirely. And now on Bind, Giants in control of the first half, let it slip slightly, and have opened the door for Heretics to possibly win and eliminate Giants from the bottom of playoffs. It's still anyone's game, though. It feels like it would only take a small adjustment for Giant X to be back in this. And they're taking attack timeout to try to find the answer.
That's what the aim is.
But their economy's shot. They might have just lost 4 of the most important rounds that they'll ever play.
All to the Boo brothers. Boo for 3 of them, Miniboo for that final one. Hammering blows into Giant X as well. This is going to be really testing their mental. And you're never quite tested until you make it to this level of the stage where the competition is at its height.
I think they should already be given a lot of credit for how they've mentally rebounded after losing their NRG and losing the opening map to Heretics.
Sure.
Their mental readjustment coming into Lotus was excellent, but now Giant X have got to do it again. And the pressure is mounting. The crowd at its loudest. And they're getting behind Heretics.
Josh. It should be 12 a Heretic.
It should be. They've got double stingers that might be able to play inside a pit if they can get it down. There may be chances. Westside has had great aim, so is Cloud.
Looks like an all-in exec. It's a grab that over the top, and now you're going to be the Satchels playing Ara all the way in. Finding his space over towards the side. Close quarters again. Just going to be letting it rip. The clone going to be drop conversion pass. That's an instant reaction. Still, despite being sent in, and this could go any direction whatsoever. Spraying down, eventually resetting the aim. Miniboo with Flickless gone. Spike still down though. Wingman sent in. Not denied that plant, and this is a forward play again by Giants. They have to throw everything into this one. Heretics gearing up. Grouping up.
Wall broken instantly.
C's and Mollies all being used, trying to be circumvented up towards the top, but what an angle! And what a peak! Again, it's Heretics on top of all of it. The tap to pull that extra layer of util, and the close quarters angles. It's all on Westside and Cloud. Now, just Cloud. A 1v1 could potentially be everything. Rians! He's done him in! Cloud gone, and that 12th round is claimed for Heretics.
Credit to Giant X for making it close, but close is not good enough. All of these rounds towards the end have been on the very edge, and yet they've all gone the way of Heretics. This is now 5 in a row, and Giant X can feel it slipping away. They're going to need 3 in a row to take us to OT. Otherwise, Heretics progress. Wook pulls out the operator. 3 players stacked over towards B. A is looking weak currently. Only Miniboo. Benchy to try to reinforce. Giant X may be looking to turn up the tempo off the back of our result.
Yeah, big ults. Like you said, showstopper, same grab net going up and over. Attempting the exact same play. This is going to put a squeeze and pressure onto these Showers players. It's up to Team Heretics to battle their way forwards. Ults don't matter in the face of that.
Welcome to my world.
The aim is cold in the midst of it. The plant will still go down with a pit. There could be chances for Giant X.
Cloud playing so far up, such a risk.
He's going to try and see if he can claim this life. Boo drops him. Dismissed with a wave of a hand, and Flickless and Westside are cowering. A bit of blight propped up. That's the only thing defending them from a spot like this. But for Heretics, they are not content with this being that final chapter. They want to take it one step further. But the same can be said for Giants. Survival in the bitter end, in a pit like this, it comes down to timings. And now Flickless, orbital strike, that was safe to stand. Heretics have done it surely. Time on the boards. It's all Los Ninos.
And they take down another EMEA team in dramatic fashion there on Vine. Heretics had to battle against adversity, got destroyed on Lotus, but they survive in the lower bracket, bringing out a composition that we haven't seen from them before, making it work perhaps with a small amount of experience and some huge moments. Living life on the edge, but Benji is happy about that one.
Oh, yeah.
What an emotional couple of days to be watching Heretics fight for their life. And what a run for Giant X. This is a team that outperformed expectations enormously, but when the pressure mounted, couldn't quite find what it took to get them over the line. This hurdle in playoffs here at Champions, a step too far, but a squad with an awful amount of promise.
Absolutely. Disappointing for now, but they can look back on this with pride. The job that they did. Top 8, nothing to scoff at, especially as it was unfamiliar ground for a lot of the team. But today it's Heretics who are the winners. They continue their story. They survive another day. Took everything from them. They battled it back from the bitter end.
This is a squad that can be up and they can be down. They can be hot and they can be cold. But when they're playing their best, as Neil Zenio said earlier on, they can beat anyone. And I think you saw glimpses of that today on Ascent. And towards the end there on Blind, the magic, the miracles